What's going on, guys? If it looks like I'm tired, yeah, I am. I haven't slept. I've been up since last night. I have trouble sleeping here and there. But in the middle of doing all this, I was seeing that a whole bunch of stuff was popping off about another game developer. And, you know, I don't really like game developers being greedy or trying to twist things to try to make themselves look like they're in the right or what they're saying is okay. Don't get me wrong, Activision and Nintendo themselves and Ubisoft, EA, all these game developers has been going around and pretty much skewing the line of what's okay and what people are willing to take to still pay for their games, or what they're willing to take to still have their game. And it seems like Tarkov, the developers of Tarkov rather, are about in the same boat right now. Now I'm not going to try to stretch this video on too long because I'm just going to get down to the meat of it. And if you want to watch a lot more details, there's definitely plenty of other YouTubers. I can't name too many right off the top of my head right now. I'm so tired and I'm about to have to actually go to work. But basically, here's the meat of the problem. They are doing an old, the EOD edition, which was the older one, is been delisted and it's not allowed to be purchased anymore. Now, there was some fine print to it where if you purchased it, you got all future DLC. Now, under all definitions, basically what's coming out now, game mode or whatever, is still a DLC. That's basically the crutch of the problem. They are trying to redo the definition by saying that's not really a DLC from their definition. They wouldn't define it as one. That's dumb. That is entirely dumb, and you are just going to make it matters worse. Now, to make it a little bit worse, I don't play the game, so I can't speak on behalf of this as much, but they are talking about how apparently the people that did purchase it, what they're going to do is give them more pay-to-win features, which the pay-to-win features is going to be stuff I'm not familiar with, so please don't hate me, but I'm not going to say they're doing pay to win. I will say that a lot of people are, alleging that these are pay to win features. I'll have to take their word for it. So I'll let the people that are on Reddit and all over Twitter and all that, they'll go ahead and say that. I will say that's what they're saying is going on because I don't know the actual mechanics of what they're talking about. It's supposed to be like your stash is bigger and you get like a unique weapon. Stuff like that you can't get just in regular game, which, yeah, if it's a certain type of weapon is super overpowered, yeah, I would assume that's definitely pay to win, at least by my definition. But they tried to fix a lot of this. They even said, no, by definition, this is not a DLC, it's a game mode. That's why we're not going to be including it, but we will be giving people like 6 months into something that's almost unplayable because of that. They're bringing in a PvE thing, and also that basically they're telling their audience, you're wrong. Now, I think we should have learned from Ubisoft that, the customer base is not wrong. And that's the biggest thing. A lot of people would, say they're just being whiny. They're just being, little pissants. They're crying about things that are, just normal day-to-day stuff. Well, that's not entirely the truth here. Because here's the thing. In the end, the customer in this sense would be right because as a consumer of the video game or as the community of that game franchise, you would have to assume, well, I say franchise, but of Tarkov, that's their target audience, and if you're pissing off your target audience, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And now we've seen this time and time again. It's nothing old. A lot of these developers are definitely losing, as I would say, a pulse. They're losing the fingers on the pulse of their target audience. Now, a lot of people go to Tarkov because it's a unique game in the sense of like some of the mechanics. The only mechanic I can think of off the top of my head is basically like there is no protection. You can kill each other and you can team kill. There is no HUD to show, hey, this is what's going on. This is my teammate. You can't see if it's your teammate. You have to go strictly on communication. So this is a very, very strict niche of people, but this is their community. And, they made a game that people like that, is very, very strategy based and, very based off communication. And if you don't do that right, you will die in this. And for them to, try to basically tell them they're wrong is going to be really dumb because, like I said, I'm not saying niches and there's not a lot of people. I'm just saying it's a very unique feature that I haven't seen in a lot of games, if it is in any other games. So the problem is when you have a certain amount of people who are definitely die hard for it and you piss them off, you're going to lose your player base. And that player base is the only thing keeping you alive. That's the worst part. Your company owes them. Everything you do basically would have to be what they like. You have to bring features they like. It's not like Call of Duty where they can screw up every single year and just completely give us absolute dog shit because as long as they put enough stuff out there. Like, they're all about quantity, not quality, and that's like why they still kind of win, because all these skins they bring out. Don't get me wrong, me and my buddies buy some skins here and there too. I skipped a season and bought this season pass, or this season's battle pass, just because it has some cool stuff in it. But it seems like Tarkov is not, immune to scrutiny. They decided to go ahead and piss everybody off, and I just think that's kind of goofy and kind of funny, because Tarkov has only been like in the mainstream as far as what they are because of how decent the game is and how a lot of people like the uniqueness of the game. I've never heard them come up because they're pissing everybody off. Now, there's a lot more to it. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I don't want this video to drone on. I'm actually going to cut it a little short on that. So yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.